All right, here we are, chapter 3 on faith. And Napoleon Hill has this incredible self-confidence formula that he provides to us. This is powerful. Do not overlook it. This is something that I read every day. I recite it to myself, and it has done wonders in my life. Now, the reason why this works is because not only is Napoleon Hill providing us with a repetition of the beliefs that we need to hold in order for us to manifest the things that we truly desire, but also he is helping us instill the practice of autosuggestion simply by providing this to us so we can read it over and over and over again. So let's go through it. Why is this so important? Napoleon Hill's self-confidence formula. Again, this is on chapter 3 on faith. And I have this for you that you can actually print out and sign it and date it for yourself. Okay? So here we go. First, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action toward its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. Now let's look at this. You have the ability to achieve the object of your definite purpose. So you have that innate capability to do what it is that you want to do. So you might not believe that now, but the fact of the matter is that as you repeat this day in, day out, and memorize this, you begin to condition yourself and program yourself to these beliefs. So it won't be long before you truly believe that you have the ability to achieve this. Now, he says, the object of my definite purpose in life. Now, we need, like we said in the last chapter, to create a clear, concise statement of what it is that we want to achieve. That is your definite purpose. Okay? So whatever you wrote in chapter 2, that is your definite purpose for the means of this particular self-confidence formula. That is your definite purpose. Now, one thing that tripped me up a long time ago when I started doing this is when it said my definite purpose in life. Well, what if I want more in my life, not just this one thing? Well, this is my definite purpose in life right now because I know that I'll achieve this and then I'll want more. So this isn't the end all be all. This is this goal that you've set to achieve. Okay? So don't get caught up in that semantics right there. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action. Demand. I am giving myself a command and I'm following it. I am going to persistently and continuously act towards my goal. And this comes down to executing the plan that you created in the last chapter. Okay? So you already have this plan to get started. Now you're telling yourself, I am demanding myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment. And I here and now promise to render such action. I am promising that I will do this. Okay, that's very powerful. Second, I realize the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. So, again, even if you don't believe yet that your dominating thoughts in your mind will eventually reproduce themselves in physical action, if you don't believe that yet, with repetition, you will. Remember, a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. And as you repeat this and think it, you will begin to believe it. You will condition yourself to believe this information. So look at your thoughts do. Your thoughts eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action. You do not do that. Your thoughts do. And that's when you know that you are programmed. Because what happens is in our subconscious mind, and we're going to go through this in the next chapter, but our subconscious mind is where our habitual behavior lies. And so when we program our subconscious mind to do something, then that is expressed in outward physical action. And then gradually transform themselves into physical reality. And this is the creative process. Thinking becomes doing. Okay, thoughts become things. So as you repeat this to yourself, you begin to build the belief that this is in fact the case. And then you will begin to see it happening. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become. So who is this person when you receive your goal, when you attain your goal, when you receive your money? Who is this person? What types of personality traits do they have? Where are they living? What kind of car are they driving? Who are their friends? What are their relationships like? Build this image. Spend 30 minutes daily building the image of the person you intend to become. Now, oftentimes I get asked, do I have to do 30 minutes all at once? No, you don't. In fact, it might be even more potent for you to do 10-minute snippets throughout the day. Think for 10 minutes at a time, just feel yourself with this goal. What are you accomplishing? What are you doing? Who are you with? Make it a clear mental picture. Okay. Third, I know through the principle of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I will devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. So the next chapter is called autosuggestion, and you'll learn about it, and it's self-suggestion, repetition of thought, repetition of this self-confidence formula, giving yourself a command and following it through repetition. Any desire that I persistently hold in my mind, consistently, persistently, keep it in there, will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. So many times, almost every time in the concept of manifestation, people say it just happened naturally. It probably was a coincidence. No, you made it happen. But the fact of the matter is this is a natural process. And so it's going to happen through some practical means. So through some type of way that is already kind of set in motion, this will happen to you. And it seems so natural. It just seems like a no-brainer that it would have worked. Okay. I will devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. Now, this isn't berating yourself into self-confidence. This is going through this self-confidence formula and really thinking about what it says and really doing what it's telling you to do and building that confidence within you because you are beginning to believe and you're building the belief in these ideas. That is the self-confidence. Okay. Fourth, I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim in life, and I will never stop trying until I shall have developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. So this brings you back to chapter 2, where you wrote down your clear, concise statement of exactly what you wanted, when you wanted it, how you're going to get it. This is the definite chief aim that's in the first point up here. Okay. You have clearly written down a description of your definite chief aim in life, and you will never stop trying. You will be persistent until you shall have developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. Okay. And that is understanding these concepts and reading about this and going through this book and studying these principles that will build your self-confidence. Fifth, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing a love for all humanity. Because I know that a negative attitude toward others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. This is the law of cause and effect. This is the law of compensation. No wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. The universe knows. God knows whether or not you are being sincere or you are following the law or not. Okay? Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. It must benefit everyone whom it affects. Not just you, everyone. Napoleon Hill often says, give more in value than you receive monetarily. That's when you know that it's benefiting all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use, the universal forces, the laws of nature that we'll be talking about later in this series. I will attract to myself, right? You attract by first giving. In giving, you receive. You attract forces to yourself and the cooperation of other people, right? If you cooperate, you'll receive cooperation. You'll induce others to serve you because of your willingness to serve others first. I serve first, and then I receive service. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing a love for all humanity. Love thy neighbor. A negative attitude toward others can never bring success. We must have an open-minded feeling towards others, a love for your brother, a love towards others, and then the love will come back. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. Again, the law of cause and effect. I believe first, and then I will receive the belief. Now, here you go. Here's your covenant. I will sign my name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my thoughts and actions so that I will become a self-reliant and successful person. Once again, he's reminding us that this repetition will induce our beliefs and influence our thoughts and our actions to be a self-reliant and successful person. There's a place for you to sign it and date it. Now, I highly suggest, he says, read it aloud once a day. I suggest memorizing it and reading it and repeating it as many times a day as you want. You can never go wrong. In fact, what I do is if I get stuck in a rut or stuck just, feeling frustrated or something, depending on what's going on, I stop and I recite this in my mind. And in fact, even in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, I go back to the self-confidence formula because now I have it memorized. And so I can recall it at any point. And when I focus on what he is saying and remind myself of these important things that I believe now, it gives me a whole new outlook on life. And really, I go to sleep thinking the best thoughts possible. So I urge you to go through this, to do exactly what Napoleon Hill is asking you to do in this self-confidence formula. Print it out, sign your name, date it, and get on with the work that he suggests.